Here we go. Welcome into the Friday stream. Granted, it's not Friday, but Wednesday's the day before Thursday, and Thursdays are Fridays in disguise, so we're nearly at the weekend, people, even if there's a bit of creative license involved in that. Rook is first one in today. Congrats, Rook. Stream starts. Workout's already done. Superb work. Harry, welcome in. Ben, enjoy your day off school. Rugio, you absolute gent. Great to see you in here. Welcome into AM13. Welcome in to the hero that is Isaac Lockett. Tallis. Oh, Tallis, have we got a big half-timer for you today? There's going to involve a lot of Wikipediaing in on this. In fact, I'm thinking we even get the half-time team talk going way before half-time. We're going to need a little bit of Scout's honour on today's half-time team talk. Four Eyes, welcome in. We're going to need your help on this as well. Now, we could just go for today's team talk and type into Google the answer to the question, something that might help us with today's team talk. We're not going to do that. We're going to use gentleman's honour, ladies' honour, and we're going to try and spend the entire stream today coming up with ideas for this, inspired by Steve Bruce, the best 11 players that have never won an England cap. Now, a little caveat to that. They have to be English. Zinedine Zidane never won an England cap, but we can't have him in our side. So we're going to get cracking on this today. And it's not something that we're going to take polls on necessarily, unless we get to a very contentious point. It's something where we can spend the entire stream with you dropping in ideas. And as we go, I'd imagine our good Wikipedia friends like Tallis can be just drafting some ideas in there to see whether these players did indeed win some England caps or not. For example, off the very top of my head, I know Steve Bruce never won an England cap. He could be a great person to have in our central defence. Did Mark Noble ever win an England cap? I can't remember that he did. He might just make it in as a central midfielder. But then there's other players that I'm not so sure about. Back in the 90s, did David Hurst ever win an England cap? Did Paul Warhurst ever win an England cap? Now, I can't be doing the Googling whilst we're streaming here, but you good folk possibly can. And we're going to try and come up with the best 11 players we can that are eligible to have played for England but have never won an England cap. I thought it might be just a little bit of fun. We've got more people arriving as well. KD3 has got a new job. He's left Lyon. He's now in Qatar. Tallis saw the list, but boy, is that it's a challenge and a half. I can't think of any goalkeepers, Tallis. I mean, obviously, I could pluck out a League One goalkeeper, but some really obscure goalkeepers, I'm sure, have England caps, like Jack Butland. I'm sure Chris Kirkland has got an England cap. So I don't know. Did Michael Dawson ever? See, Isaac, that is the spirit. Michael Dawson. Dorso. That's the kind of player we need to look into. Have they ever won an England cap? Neil, can you say... Neil, superb. The entire Italian 90 Republic of Ireland squad. John Aldridge, of course. I think we need to put another caveat then. They can't have then won an international cap for anybody else. Otherwise, Townsend, McAteer. You make some good points there. McCarthy, of course. Ben Basterfield, hello. In your save with second City sides, it's gone well. You've won 8 out of 10. Oh, tell you what, Ben, that's gone better than well. That's gone fabulously. Yoy Am Gucci, catching a live stream for the first time, maybe. Welcome in if you are. Fabulous to have you here. Lewis is with us. Boing, boing, Lewis. Great to have a baggy in with us. By the way, whilst you're thinking of footballers that are eligible to play for England that have never won a cap, do drop down into the chat and let me know how your own saves are going. Ben Basterfield's is going fabulously. But I want to know from the rest of you. Do youth caps count, Isaac? No. We can also include players that might have trained with the England squad but never appeared. Like, for example, I'm pretty sure when Dean Ashton got called up to the England side, a tackle in training from Sean Wright-Phillips ended up rupturing his cruciate ligament, and he never went on to appear for England. So Dean Ashton, could be a shout. Who else we got with us? Chocolate's with us. Evening all. You're new here. Going to be watching all your previous works. I've been told it's good and worth it. Chocolate. I'm not sure whether that's true or not. I'm not sure where you're getting your information from. Who told you that it was good? I don't know. Average, maybe. A 6 out of 10 on a good day. We'll see how we get on, Chocolate. For all of you people that are just rolling in, we're going to be doing this in the background whilst we're streaming some FM today. Your suggestions for the best 11 players who have never appeared for England. I think we've already got some names going. Talis Dawson has under 21 caps. And he has a cap from Michael Dawson, appeared once for England. By the way, in a future stream, how fun would it be to pick an entire 11 of players who have one England cap? David Nugent, I think, 1 cap, 1 goal. Lee Hendry, 1 cap, I think. Has Nigel Winterburn played for England? I think he has, Ben. I'm going to say yes. He was around at a time when Stuart Pearce was hoovering up caps as left back. Isaac, you are on it like the proverbial car bonnet today. Jimmy Bullard. Imagine a midfield of Mark Noble and Jimmy Bullard. That would be a cheeky chappy of a midfield. Simon, welcome in, Simon. Great to see you. Not including those who chose. That's it, Simon. Yeah. So Neil was saying earlier, wouldn't it be great if we got the Irish Italian 90 side in? Aldridge, Townsend, and the likes. No. We can't do that. Can't have gone on to play for somebody else. So we've got work to do ahead of us. What else have we got going on here? Neil, you've got a network save tonight in Denmark. Just scraped into the top split with Viborg. Thank you for the update, Neil. Let us know, by the way, who's in that little network save? Who are you working with behind the scenes? Salty B is with us, and it's never anything short of a joy to have top Twitch streamer Salty B with us. Let us know, Salty B. Are we in the same Weatherspoons as usual? Or are we at home working today? Ryan is with us as well. Good afternoon to you. Lewis, bit biased, but James Morrison for us. What a player he was. Didn't James Morrison play for Scotland, though? I'm sure James Morrison played for Scotland. Maybe I'm wrong. Ben Basterfield, Kevin Nolan. Now we're getting competition in the midfield, aren't we? Kevin Campbell as a striker. Kevin Campbell never played for England? Surely Kevin Campbell has played for England. Does Mark Oxley? I don't know who Mark Oxley is, Four Eyes. Rook. I mean, Ji-sung Park is a great shout, but of course, yep, played for Korea and I don't think was ever eligible for England. But apart from those two mitigating factors, Darren Lee, hello, great to see you. Salty B is in the very same. Let us know what our beverage of choice is for this afternoon, Salty B. It's probably difficult. You're probably typing on a phone whilst trying to enjoy your chips, I would imagine. But I'd love to know your beverage of choice. Wasn't it a pint of Doom Bar last time? Lewis, Lewis. I think Morrison's from the northeast, isn't he? Did he come through at Middlesbrough? But yeah, he's played for Scotland. I remember him playing. Yoyam Gucci. Now there's a question. Can we pick younger players like Harvey Elliott, or do we want more established? I'm going to make an executive decision here. Shall we say more established, as in they must have already retired? Because Ivan Toney would be, you're absolutely right, a fabulous shout. I guess he could still go on to play for England later on in his career. In fact, he may well do. So shall we say they've got to be players that have since departed the game? Neil's playing with Sawyer, gamer legend, JM Thoughts and Mika. Goodness me. That's a line up there, isn't it? Talis Winterburn does have a couple of caps, but yeah, Psycho Stuart Pearce kept him out. Salty's on a lovely drop of Purity Ubu at 12 minutes past 1. Your day's going well. Rook's digging into some nachos for dinner. Lewis James Morrison is from Darlow. Jesse, good day to you. How are Offenbach getting on? We're getting updates from everybody's own Football Manager saves. How are the Offenbach going? And have you got into the boardroom yet and tackled them about those seats that aren't matching the club colours? That's the big thing we need to know. Ivan Toney probably out. Yeah, probably got 5 running playing for England. Here we go, Isaac. So who was that striker that played for West Bromwich Albion? Then he went on to Palace. Was it Kevin Phillips? Kevin Phillips, I'm certain, has played for England. Certain has played for England. So if it's him that you're thinking of, I don't think he would be eligible. Benjamin Bessemer, how are we doing? Also, have a suggestion for a right back. We are all ears, Benjamin. The only stipulations are they must be eligible to play for England, yet have never played for England, nor gone on to play for a different nation instead. Phillips was awesome, especially against the Wolves. Played for Birmingham for a little bit as well, Lewis, as well as your boing boing baggies. Benjamin. I tell you what, there's a decent shout. Tony Hibbert got to have had 12 years as a Premier League player, perhaps. Did he get a sole cap, though? That's the question. Get Googling. Did he have a sole cap? Jesse, Osnabrück in Bundesliga 2. You waste no time. The finances are not in a spot to do anything about the seats right now. We could organise some kind of crowdfunding effort for them. Dwight McNeil would be a good shout, but let's try and stay away from players who are still playing. Although Four Eyes, Billy Sharp, I mean, I think his chances of playing for England are now gone, aren't they? So that's a decent shout. Kevin Campbell, defo, no caps, Ben. That's the kind of player we're looking for. Mark Atkins. Four Eyes, who's Mark Atkins? I don't remember him. We need to start thinking of goalies that might have some Premier League experience. By the way, I also need to start playing some Football Manager, I think, don't I? We've got a huge game today. You will note it's not in the Vanarama National League. The rest of the teams are in action. We, alas, are not. We've been on a bit of a cup run. Craig, welcome in, good sir. Hope you're enjoying that Sub-Zero hero. You're very brave for taking that on, by the way. Four Eyes plays. Hello. That could be our guy. Oggy. Steve Agrizovic. Could be. Tony Coton is a shout as well. Steve Agrizovic. Did Steve ever get a cap? By the way, Craig, here's what we're up to. We've started the halftime team talk early. We've not even waited for halftime. We're already looking at the best uncapped English players who have retired, so they've got no hope of getting an England cap. And of course, are eligible to play for England. So Messi's never got an England cap, but no, he's not right. And we can't have players that went on to play for somebody different, like John Aldridge. We're going to see if we can come up with our best 11. I tell you what, as we go, I might make a few notes, because Steve Agrizovic, that's a better goalkeeper than I came up with. Incredible work. Let's get him in there. Sorry, I'm just typing a little makeshift team on there. I do like the idea of Kevin Campbell, whoever came up with that. I mean, that's a top Premier League striker. Went on to play abroad as well in places like Turkey, I think. Harry there and Four Eyes. Players like Mark Albrighton, they're a shout. They played over on the left wing, didn't they? That's a good shout. Kevin Nolan, Mark Noble. Don't know who's the best out of those two. Kevin Nolan's definitely scored some goals, didn't he? Mark Noble must have over 500 Premier League appearances. Ben, is Steve Agrizovic the Coventry keeper? You're absolutely right that they are. Anyway, let's do a little bit of FM now. I've got to give people a little bit of entertainment for their money here, haven't we? So, yeah, Craig, this could take a full stream. This is why we started it early. I didn't want to shortchange it, you see. I didn't want to... No. Hold on, Four Eyes. Ron Chopper Harris did not play for his country. I can't believe that. He's a bit of a legend round Chelsea parts, isn't he? Talis Billy Bonds? Behave. Billy Bonds must have. He's an FA Cup winner, isn't he, Billy Bonds? As a player and a manager. Noble has played for the first... Noble has an England cap. Is that right? Paul Davis didn't... How on earth did... Now we're asking the questions. I've got you all talking. Okay, I'm going to leave you to play around with that. Oh, no, I can't. Sorry. Four Eyes, David May. Now, hang on then. Let's do a little bit of research here. Is David May a Champions League winner? Was he involved in 98-99 or had he left the scene by then? Certainly, I think Steve Bruce and David May are definitely both Premier League winners because David May must have won it with Blackburn even if he didn't win it with Man United. Now, we'll tell you what, we're getting a tip. Look, here's me. Trying to play a little bit of Football Manager. What am I thinking? We've got work to do. Tony Hibbert, I think, is a great shout, as is David May. And from a distance, when they were playing for Blackburn, I could not tell the difference between David May and Colin Hendry. Steve Bruce, great shout. Looks like we're short of a left-back, personally. Stephen Hughes, Four Eyes, as in the young Arsenal player Stephen Hughes. By the way, can we get some confirmation here? Can we get some confirmation? Has Mark Noble played for England? Because I feel like somebody suggested another good central midfielder that I've now since forgotten. We got Kevin Nolan. We got Mark Albrighton over on the left wing. Billy Bonds was a good shout as well. Jimmy Bullard, Isaac. Let's get the search party out on Mark Noble. Jimmy Bullard's a good shout. The West Ham, that's Billy Bonds. Where are we positioning Billy Bonds on the pitch? I can say with some glee, Billy Bonds was actually before my time. Mark Noble was definitely not capped. If we're not... Alan Wright, Salty, was only 3'8" tall. Do we want a 3'8" left back? Are we going to get done at the far post? Anyway, look at us. We are about to play a game against Charlton in the FA Cup. Now, the travesty is that I'm afraid we've been drawn at home for this, so we're not going to get the cash influx from playing at a 27,000 capacity arena. Granted, there'd probably only be 4,000 or 5,000 fans there for that game, but it would have been nice money. So if we want the big payday, we've got to beat Charlton, and that ain't easy because they're second in League One. We, by the way, well, we're not second in League One. We are second in the Vanarama South. So what's that going to be? About 20, 40? It's got to be about 50 places separating us in the league. Lewis Parry, Craig Gardner is a shout. Four Eyes, Michael Brown is a shout. Joshua Brown, Jimmy Case is a shout. Jimmy Case a bit before my time. Was he a midfielder as well? Dennis Mortimer has won a European Cup but never played for England. But Isaac, the question you've got to ask yourself, and Lewis will back me up on this, is who did Dennis Mortimer win that European Cup playing for? And does that soil them as a player? I'd argue maybe it does. Although Craig Gardner played for the same team before we signed him, and now we allow him to be our director of football. So we're going to be taking on Charlton today. We'll show you the form as well, because I tell you what, it's not been too bad. We had a little bit of a sticky spell in the last stream. A win against a lower division side in the Cup, a 0-0 draw, a 3-0 defeat and a 1-0 defeat. No goals in 3 games. We bounced back. We knocked Maidenhead, who are also in the division below us, out of the Cup. But later on, we did knock Haventon Waterlooville out of the Cup, and they are in the league above us. Granted, they're struggling. I think they're in the relegation zone, if I'm honest. But, oh no, they've recovered a little bit since we played them. They've actually had a few wins. So they're up to 13th in the National League. So that was a really solid win for us. And we've done a few things in the league as well. Couple of draws, but we got a win against Hungerford. We got a win against Salisbury. A win against Hampton and Richmond. That was a goodie, because they're riding high in the league. And we got a win against Bath as well. And Bath are no mugs. They are in the playoff spots as well. And so were Hampton and Richmond when we played them. So we're doing okay. All chocolate. Now there is a shout. Dean Richards, the late great Dean Richards, never played for England either. So now the question becomes, Dean Richards or David May, who had the better career? Who would be the better choice? Benjamin Bessemer. He is still playing, but I don't think David Stockdale is ever going to get an England cap. I remember David Stockdale being, Benjamin, maybe you can research this and tell us, pretty regular, I think, for the under-21s, though. I'm pretty sure Stockdale was highly rated, and then his career just plateaued. Bath are no mugs. Noah Bath holds a lot more water, salty. You've tickled yourself in Wetherspoons with that, haven't you? I tell you what, that point's gone down well already. Gonna say Richard Wright, but he's got 2 caps. Big Oggy in goal, definitely the shout. Definitely the shout. So now we need to know how many Premier League or top flight, because it was first division in a lot of those days. How many first division top flight appearances does Steve Agrizovic have? Because that is a fabulous shout. By the way, now that we're in the FA Cup first round proper, we get 9 spots on the bench, so we can have a goalie. Not sure we can even fill all of these. Oh, look, we can. It's a squad game. Oh, by the way, we've brought in a couple of newbies. So the player that you wanted us to sign, you voted on last lesson, he turned us down and went to Hartlepool instead. So we ended up with Tyler Cordner. He's come in, versatile, not stunning, but, can cover over at left back as well. So that's a little treat. The other player we've brought in has the potential to be a massive signing, but so far, I'm afraid, just isn't. So if I can coax you away from Wikipedia for just one moment, we have signed Ryan Loft. Now, how is Ryan Loft doing so far? 1 goal in 6 appearances. Who on earth is Ryan Loft, I hear you cry, because it is only cut out for regional Premier Division sides? Well, I wouldn't jump to that conclusion. Last season, he scored 38 goals in 42 appearances in the very league we're in now. Now, critics would say, was he on trial with Kingstonian before Chippenham signed him? Yes. Yes, he was. Did he go on and score 8 in 11 when he signed for Chippenham the season before? Yes. Granted, he did. But did he leave Chippenham at the end of the season because he thought he could do better even though they went up as champions? Correct. Did it take us the best part of 6 months for him to not get a club and lower his standards to Kingstonian? Again, it did. Has he come in and shown that same kind of top goal scoring form? He really hasn't. He's averaging a 6.70 at the moment, and in fact, he can't even get into the team ahead of 45-year-old Nathan Blissett, who has actually improved a bit in training. His finishing's up to 9. His jumping reach is now 18, and it didn't used to be. But other aspects of his physicals, I am afraid, continue to plunge off the edge of a cliff. But he's got 8 in 16 this season, and I reckon he could cause Charlton a few problems. So we will see. We will see. Salty, you're giggling. I'd imagine the rest of the Patreons in Wetherspoons are turning and looking at you right now. Agrizovic is Cov City's goalkeeper coach on FM. Hello for a second. Hello for a second. Can we get live Agrizovic news? Not if you type in capital letters, apparently. Okay. Am I spelling Agrizovic wrong, perhaps? I'm not seeing. Have Coventry had the cheek, the audacity to replace Steve Agrizovic? They wouldn't. They couldn't. They shouldn't have. Coventry City, show us your staff. Let me see some goalkeeping coaches. Alid Williams, Steve Hale. Unbelievable. Sure, we was there when you managed them a few years ago and they were in League Two. Disgusting, Lewis. I think they've dispensed with his services, or maybe he's outgrown them. Maybe he's in some kind of executive capacity. By the way, what have you done washing up at Cov City? What kind of direction's your career taken? Oh, hello. He's had a go at Everton. DC United left them, got the Everton job, promoted as Sky Bet champions, and then sacked by December. Ooh, there's gratitude for you. Unlucky, Wayne. Now you're back at Cov. All right. Oh, it's Ogriz. It's not Ogrizovic. I thought it was Steve Ogrizovic. Ogriz. No, Divock Origi. That's not the droid that we're looking for. Ben Basterfield is friends with a few Cov fans. As am I, actually. I don't live a million miles from Coventry. They make their way out. Benjamin Bessemer. What's this, Benjamin? You're going to have to remind me of the player because I move on in my head and I forget things. 1 appearance for England C. No under-21 caps. Are we talking David Stockdale here? And was in the Euro 2012 squad for a qualifying game. We can't be talking about him, can we? Stockdale was in a Euros qualifying squad. Good Lord, we must have been short of goalkeepers. Mustn't we? Anyway, we've got to pick a team. I knew that we'd get far more into picking this side than we were actually into playing Football Manager. You lot are a terrible influence. Terrible. Never mind. We can go again. Okay, so let's have a little look at who we're going to be playing. Ron Harris and Charlie Taylor. Who's Charlie Taylor? Is that a current Burnley player, Charlie Taylor? Sure, Charlie Taylor is. Check the staff transfers. I think I'm moving on now. I think my inability to spell Ogrizovic or his inability to get himself into my database is a lethal cocktail. We're going to play Shex. We're going to play Harper. We're going to play Eddie Strajewski and McGlinchey. Oh, by the way, LJ. Good run of form. Good run of form for LJ. Look at all these goals over the last 8 games. Doing very nicely there. You're thinking of Chris Kirkland. Yeah, I thought he had one. Do friendly appearances count, Craig? Yeah. Friendlies. And you're out. You're done. Joshua would like to nominate Daniel Gasopo. Peter Wright, I'm sure, must have won England caps. If he didn't. Henry Harris wasn't that good, though, Joshua Brown, was he? I remember Henry Harris. Was he a bit of a disappointment, bit of a liability? Ben Bassville, yeah, that's the one I remember. Plays for Burnley. Steve Bruce, no. Simon, why would Brucey do that? Why at the age of 34 would you not take that opportunity to play for your country? Really? By the way, Dean Richards is still rattling around up there. David May versus Dean Richards. That's a tough choice. I think Brucey is locked in. I think Brucey could be skippering the side. Anyway, what am I doing at the back? I've got McCourt in, and he never plays well. I think we're going to go with him. Oh, hang on. Whoa, Craig, there's a shout. Matt Janssen. Probably struggling for a good left winger. Yeah, I was thinking Tony Daly, but then I remember Tony Daly actually went to Euro 92. What about Daly and Atkinson? Did Daly and Atkinson ever play for England? Did Cyril Regis ever play for England? Did John Fashanu ever play? Yeah, I'm pretty sure John Fashanu did. Chris Eagles never played for England. What a player. Former Manchester United youngster. He played at Burnley, didn't he? Maybe Huddersfield as well. I think he played for Bury. Good winger. Some good options here. Good options. If you don't mind, just before we get into this game, I'm just going to make a little note of Matt Janssen, because I think that's a nice one. We got Albrighton potentially on one wing. Could have Matt Jansen on another. Team's taking shape, by the way. Desperate for confirmation of that left back. Is Alan Wright as good as we can hope for at left back? Where did Jimmy Case play? Where did Billy Bonds play? Come on. Keep me updated here. Keep me updated. And then let's submit the team. This could be a mauling, by the way. I will warn you. This could be... Dalian Atkinson was a striker. Absolutely was. Could play up front with Kevin Campbell. The first ever Premier League season, Dalian Atkinson. I think might have been Aston Villa's Player of the Year as they finished runners-up to Manchester United in the Premier League. And Dalian Atkinson and Dean Saunders were a lethal combination. Did Dalian Atkinson ever get an England cap out of that? Who needs FM when Llama can just cause chaos? I apologise. I knew this one would get your tongues wagging. I knew it. Okay, here we go. We're underway. We're home against Charlton. Don't expect any miracles here. By the way, apologies. I might have the game on some extortionate highlights package. I'm going to leave it on extended, if that's okay. Only England B for what? For Dalian Atkinson, is that? England B for Dalian Atkinson. Tell you what, that could be a contender. Here's another one for you. Gary Parker. I'm going to say won the title in Scotland with Celtic, Gary Parker. Bonds, I think, what am I talking about? Billy Bonds has got to be a better shout, really. Billy Bonds has got to be a better shout in the midfield than Gary Parker. Tell me about Billy Bonds' career. Tell me about Billy Bonds. I'm sure Billy Bonds won the FA Cup in that same side as Trevor Brooking. Sure of it. By the way, if we've got West Ham fans in the chat, they might be able to confirm there. They might be able to confirm. We are navigating 26 minutes here against League One Charlton. And we're on the break. Brace yourselves. Hang on, we got men over. Work it right, boys. Are you offside, Shekels? Are you offside? No. Come on then. In the box. In the box. Up. No. Again. Oh, Harps. Oh. We have just had... Oh, another highlight. We've just had a shot against Charlton. That pleases me. Let me catch up on the chat, by the way. Sorry, because, come on, we got big things being discussed here. What do we got there? It's only a League Two side. You should... No, it's League One. It's League One, Rook. They're near the top. They're second in League One. Ben Basterfield, have we got Kevin Campbell on the list? He is on the list. He is the list. Kevin Campbell writes the list. Matt Jansen, former Carlisle youth player, but yeah, went on to play for Blackburn, didn't he? Sean Hammond's with us. Sean, you're a happy hammer. Hello. So Bonds was a central midfielder, defender later on his career. Won the FA Cup in 75 and 80. Sean, that's why you're here. Fabulous update on West Ham players. Did David Bentley? I've got a feeling, Isaac, David Bentley did play for England. He was like the B-Tech David Beckham for a while, wasn't he? And I think he has played. When he had that good season at Spurs. Tony Hibbert, 265 games for Everton in the Prem. Never played for England. Hibbert's on the list. How we roll Owen, you scoundrel.
Afternoon, everybody.
Imagine having Owen in the chat on a Wednesday afternoon. Great to see you, young man. Think I might be seeing more of you. Maybe Friday night, if I'm correct in my assumptions. Mike is with us as well. Tactical hero of the stream.
Evening, everybody.
Benjamin, not to stir the pot, but you have... Oh, I tell you what, that is not the worst shout, Benjamin. David Wheater. Again, another player who I'm sure was in an England squad. Yeah, I don't remember ever playing for England. That's a fabulous shout. David Wheater, I don't think, can knock Steve Bruce out of the squad. Probably can't knock David May out, but it's a fabulous shout. Isaac, as is Ryan Shawcross, although, check on Ryan Shawcross. Did he ever win a Welsh cap? Just throwing that out there. I know I think he's from Manchester, isn't he? Craig, sad story. Matt Jansen got ill, so missed the friendly he was called up for. Joe Cole rings round Paraguay that game. Convinced Jansen would have got a call up for 2000. No, Craig. No. As he wasn't called up, he went to Rome for a friend's wedding, crashed a motorcycle, and was never the same again. Craig, by the way, that's the kind of research that makes you a hero of the chat. Well done. Owen, see you Monday. I thought I was seeing you Friday. Never mind. Simon. Howard Kendall. Never played for England. Howard Kendall was a top player. Played for Everton before he managed them, I think. Four Eyes. David Button was a goalkeeper. Oh, Isaac Shawcross actually got one England cap. If Ryan Shawcross was a good enough footballer to get one England cap, I must have three. At least. Craig, you're a local boy. Local boy as in when he was playing to Blackburn, or local boy because he's in the Lake District? Is that your neck of the woods? You meant Friday. Come on. Hey, Owen. Come on. We cannot let work distract us from Football Manager, can we? Goodness me. Craig, are you a Carlisle United fan then, Craig? Oh, you're a long way north. That's like Stinger's neck of the woods up there. Anyway, the attention focus is back, if you don't mind. Here we go. Game against Charlton. Important game. Well, they're playing out from the back, aren't they? That could hurt us with our mid-block. As you see now, because they're running forward. Okay, we've got the numbers back now. Good tackle. Okadina. Ooh, we are tackling like rabid animals in there. And then giving the ball away and having to do it all again. But, you know, we build. Fox. McCart. These aren't interesting names. Fox. Come on, we've got better names. Hackett. That's a good name. Okadina. See him out, son. Come on, stand him up. All right, don't. Dobson. Anita. Hey, we're defending all right here. Okay, that's a poor header, but look at that. Oh, ref. He's bought that. We're defending all right. In fact, pausies. More shots, yes, but only one on target each. Look who's ahead on the XG. If it isn't plucky Kingstonian from non-league. Doing all right here. What do we got? 31 on the clock. Every highlight seems to be for them, since we had that one effort on goal that I got so excited about. And here they come again. Anita Dobson in the midfield. All right, there's a bit of space on the pitch now. All right, there's considerable amounts of space on the pitch right now. And we can't stop the ball coming into the box. I don't know. We're doing enough to put them under pressure. We're doing enough. All right. No, you know, they're dominating now. Let's be honest. They've had 6 shots. Here they come again. Could we just hold them to half time? By the way, do we have replays at this round of the FA Cup? Is that a thing? Or do replays not start until the big teams get in because we can't have them getting knocked out to a lower league side on penalties? I'm not sure. They keep tweaking the rules of the FA Cup. That's an interesting play out from the back there. There's the big man. He's won the header. Shackelford. Didn't fancy it. The rain's teeming down, by the way, as well. Look at this. This is proper FA Cup football. Go on, win that. Oh, Shex. Oh, now we're in trouble. There's 2 over there. Stand him up. Stand him up. No. No. Oh, how's the keeper let it go over his head? Oh, what do you mean a lovely Charlton move? It was not great. We've given them that. I mean, stand him up there. Oh, get tighter. This. The goalie's not looking. My goodness, I went very Birmingham there. Apologies. The goalie's looking in the wrong direction. What's that? The ball's there. What are you doing? What's caught his attention? Someone's got the lasers on him. He's looking the completely wrong way. No wonder this goes over his head. Oh, what a... Oh, it's too late now. What a joker. Oh, we've been done in. Done in. Oh, hell, and you lot have been busy. What are you lot yakking about? Here we go. Here we go. Anyone forgetting to click that thumbs up? Neil Bathgate, YouTube needs a meh. I'll give you meh in a moment, Neil Bathgate. How dare you? Rook, double footy challenges might get you in trouble. Should get some TV revs. I didn't see a notification that we were on the TV. I think we've been shunned. It will be ITV. Matterface and Dixon will be elsewhere. You know what they're like. Ivan Toney has never played for England. Ben Basterfield, that is true. Although I've made executive decisions. Executive decisions, they've got to be players that have retired. We can't have... No. We can't have players who are only 19. You know, like... Well, we could have said like a season or so ago, Jude Bellingham's never played for England. We can't. It's got to be players that went through their entire career and never played. Simon Thornley, feel I ought to thumbs up, refer to be... Simon, don't join in with Neil. Don't let him corrupt you. Craig, where does Glenn Murray fit into the discussion? Certainly not in the bracket of Kevin Campbell, if you ask me. Is Glenn Murray a better option than Dalian Atkinson? Maybe. Neil Bathgate, I don't like to Neil, you don't like to praise, full stop. Simon, you've Googled a list, but that does feel like it's cheating. It's cheating. JM Thoughts is with us. You scoundrel, what are you doing sneaking in?
Evening, everybody.
I see, when I exclaim JM, the West Midlands comes out. I do my best to suppress it, but... And look who else is in. Everybody. Mr. Hood, fabulous to see you here. Hope you're very well. Had a very lovely chat with Steve yesterday. One of the most helpful? No, one of. Ha. Let's wash that out of my mouth. The most helpful football manager creator. Honestly, the things he was teaching me yesterday, he was like a wizard weaving spells. It was like Mike teaching me tactics, which, by the way, Mike has been doing all morning via Discord. Ben, Ivan Toney, yeah, he hasn't, and I'm going to say he's not eligible. He's too young. Youngsters. Isaac Lockett, Grant Holt, now a wrestler, I believe. Craig Bonds, cup winner. I think Bonds is now in with a shout. No, Dennis Wise definitely got caps, because I remember when he was little, he scored against Turkey in an 8-1 win. How's that for memories, by the way? Know nothing about modern football. You give me football in the 80s/90s. I'm your man. Joshua Brown. Why are you making us feel like that, Joshua Brown? You're 15 years too young for this discussion. 15 years. Oh, come on, Joshua Brown. Some of us have turned 40 now. We don't need to hear that. JM Thoughts is going to tell us a little secret. When you get proper irate, those around me discover that your grandma's family were from... Do you go scouse, do you, when you get irate? For me, I slip back into it whenever. Oh, I can't help it. Just realised you weren't live. Craig, are you caught up now? You're back with us. Lovely stuff. Come on, Neil. Mickey Hazard. He ain't getting in above the likes of Billy Bonds. I don't think. I can't see that. Patrick Rosberg. There you are, mate. I'm here. By the way, Patrick Rosberg. That's a fabulous name. Are we going to say Swedish there? Rosberg? Fabulous. Let us know where you are in the world, Patrick, and indeed who you support. Hold on, I can see... hang on, I can see another little comment in my direction, Sean. 40 and the rest. A sprightly 42, I'll have you know, Sean. Thank you very much. Craig, not sure what happened there. You started repeating yourself, so you realised. I don't know, sometimes it skips back, Craig, I think. And is Patrick related to Nico Rosberg? I would say that's a long shot, but if you are, Patrick, correct that you are related to Nico Rosberg? No. I know my stuff. You support... Hang on, Patrick. I'm going to have a go at this. You support Mulma. Eh? Most people would go Malmo. I don't think that's how you say it, is it? You've got little dots. You support Malmo, which that's the Ibrahimovic club that he came through, isn't it? But hang on, you're getting a bit greedy here. So you also support Man United and Borussia Dortmund. How many big clubs do you need here? You're winning trophies all over the place. Sean, referring to yourself. Are you north of 40? Sean, are you north of 42? Craig will be 42. Here we go, the old man. Patrick, you're very kind. That's what lots of natives tell me when I try to pronounce their local towns. Yeah, you're sort of there. You're kind of there. Hey, I gave it a good go and I took a big runner. You should hear me with other Swedish towns. Göteborg. Bit of Danish for you. Copenhagen. Oh, I love them. I don't get any of them right, but I love them. Patrick, you loved me on the desk this weekend. To what do we refer there, Patrick? On the panel of the FM playoffs. And Göteborg was good, was it? Yeah, because you don't say Borgs, do you? There's no hard G's on the end of there. It sounds a bit more like Bori. Göteborg. Sean, 53 in August, Sean. Wow. Like to see somebody in here older than myself. Ben, behave. Behave yourself, Ben. Not even 18. We don't need that, Ben, right now. I can feel myself getting more wrinkly just talking to you. On the panel. So Patrick, you watched the playoffs. It's great fun, isn't it? The playoffs. Great fun. Anyway, we've just gone a goal down to Charlton in the cup here. We've been goalkeepered. Simon Thornley, 57. The elder statesman. We've lost the ball. We lost the ball. Anita Dobson's running the show, as you would expect for a star of stage and screen. Oh, look at that, though. McGlinchey's done them. Here we go. We're on the counter. Look at this for a bit of pace. Now, LJ, you got to get motoring now. Go, son. Oh, the counter's gone. The counter's gone. LJ. No. LJ. No. One more time, LJ. Go, son. Go on, son. Go on. Oh! Goal! Come on!
There's Pires picking out Bergkamp, and Bergkamp with a chance, and he's taken it. Brilliant goal.
Oh, that's a finish as well, isn't it, by LJ? We're 1-1. I don't know why I'm holding two fingers up. We're 1-1. That's a bit better, isn't it? 1-1 against Charlton in the cup. Oh, we're not at half-time yet. I tell you what, we robbed them there as well. That was nice. That was nice. Don't give it back to them just before half-time. That'll do. That's where we want them shooting from. Is it me, or have we looked relatively... Well, hang on. Let me not say that. Let me not say that. I was going to make some kind of comments about our defence, and I don't want to do that. Oh, we've robbed them again. LJ's in the mood. No, not to bliss it. Why are you playing balls over the top to bliss it? He's older than us. Yeah, our low block is giving their fullback so much space. Do we open the game up by pressing them, or are we just done for? If we look at the fullbacks, they're dictating the game. Look at this Fox character here. I don't press the fullbacks because we're in a low block. And, ooh, Henry hoovers that one up. I think it's costing us. We're going to have some talking at half time. I've gone West Midlands again. We'll have to have some talking at half time. Because I think we might need to change our system. Okay, we're at half time. Here we go. Benjamin Bessemer, look, a little bit continental there. Mid-20s, pour moi. Very nice. Bit of class. Patrick, you've watched me on the manager's seat for a couple of months, but discovered the FM playoffs this Thursday during the draft. Patrick, it is a treat, isn't it? Isaac Lockett, Danny Graham. Never played for England. Very nice. Simon Thorne, you're a statesman around here, and well, you know it. Thank you for the goal celebrations. Lovely. What a strike by LJ, by the way. Let's just drink this in. We're matching Charlton for XG here, and they're more than 50 places, and they're 3 leagues above us. Hang on, let's just embrace this comment for a moment, Isaac. What a performance this is Even if, oh, yeah, that's a reality check. Even if inevitably it's going to end up being a loss. Yeah, you're right. Patrick Roswell, it's the FA Cup. Sponsored by, yeah, oil money. You're right. Patrick. I was doing some panel work. Jesse, yeah, highlight. Ooh, hold on, Jesse. Whoa. Brace yourself here. High line, high press, go positive, be aggressive. We're playing Charlton, Jesse. We're playing Charlton. And Simon makes a very good point. Ideally, I don't want to win this game. I want to draw, and I want to get back to the Valley, and I want 10,000 fans in paying, 25 quid a pop, and I want 50% of that paycheck. Ben Basterfield, Alan Wright's getting, yeah. He's getting mentions, Alan Wright. He's getting mentions. He played for that club. You know that club, though, don't you? You know the club that he played for. The club that we don't mention. Lewis Parry knows that club. You are doing well. Keep working hard. Charlton have had some illustrious managers in the past. Alan Pardew, Alan Kirbishley, and Alan Pokes FM. Yeah. One of those names not quite as illustrious as the others. Pardew. Simon, got to go. Absolute pleasure to see you, Simon. Thank you for dropping by. Hope your week is going well now. And hold on 1 second. Look who's ruling the world now.
Afternoon, everybody.
I not so much won the FA Cup, Digi, I would say, as I'm kind of grimly hanging on to my place in the first round by my fingernails. But, that's a win of sorts, isn't it? Patrick, who is your favourite striker in FM23? You asked Hood and he said Chiro, of course. My favourite striker in FM23, quite sadly, is Nathan Blissett so far. Or Denis Valencic, who was a new gen from Slovenia. I guess he doesn't really count, does he? Baby steps, did you? Yeah, baby steps, more like standing still, potentially even moving backwards in reverse, Digi, I would say. But yeah, if we can brand those as baby steps, I will gladly snuffle the accolade. Okay. People in the chat are saying go for it. And I don't know about go for it, but maybe we could do this. Shackelford, go and mark and close down. Maybe not close down. I don't want you vacating your position. But maybe you go and mark the fullback. What's Shackelford? He's a right back, so it makes sense if he marked the left back. Otherwise, that could cause chaos. And you got to remember, Shackelford, by trade, is actually a right back. He can't tackle mark. Physically, he's not very robust, but he is a fullback, and so is Young Harps over on the left. He's a left back by trade. So if we could get Harps to go and mark tighter, come on, click the right buttons here. Not press more, but just mark tighter on the right back. Shout out if I'm doing this wrong, by the way. Then maybe that might close their fullbacks down a little bit more. Just a little bit. Ben Bassfield saying don't go for it. I like it. We're playing for a draw. Craig is saying got to go for it. And Rook saying his pace isn't that bad. 13 should be fine. Are we talking about Sheks here? Yeah, 13 should be fine. It was more the 8 that I was looking at. More the 8. I think, when he's making tackles, he might get out muscled a little bit. But we don't pick young Shackelford for his strength. He's a he's a pedestrian winger. But in tier 6 he flies. Okay, we try to mark up their fullbacks a little bit. Hold on, Ben. By the way, Benjamin Bessemer, this depresses me a little bit. How do you youngsters highlight my name? I don't know how to do that. What are you kids pressing to highlight my name? I'm all orange there. FM Llama, Digi and you go way back, as you were both members of a very unique club, which even had our favourite Swede in it, Michelino FM. Digi probably will know whom I'm talking. Oh, I know who you're talking about. You are both, part of a very unique club. I wonder what that club is. Rook, don't need to tackle if you can just get there first. Well, we'll see. What do you mean, Digi? Use the at. I've used the at. I don't think it works, does it? Use the at. All right. See, that's not worked on my screen. That's not worked on mine. You tell me, did you, whether that worked on your screen? You've just gone in as kind of just like a regular block of text. Yeah, see, and Digi, on my screen now, you just at Benjamin Bessemer and it didn't come up. Oh, hang on, Digi, it worked for you. It's highlighted. Is that right? Oh, maybe that works for you because it's your name, and for everybody else, it's just normals. Oh, Craig, stop showing off now. Stop showing off. Okay, anyway. 45 minutes on the clock. Here we go. Now, look, we're an hour into the stream and we've played half. I realise my ratios are poor. I completely understand that. These are important games, though, aren't they? I tell you what, time's ticking by and they're not having extra shots at the moment. Doing all right. Nah, now they've got a corner. All right, this could be difficult. I'd imagine they've got some big players. We got it away. And again. Come on, Shackelford. Yeah, shoot from there, Charlton. Shoot from there. We're absolutely fine. Oh, look, we're doing okay. They're not having a lot of chances. I think their chances are going to come, and I'm going to need to make tactical changes. So forgive me. I'm going up to comprehensive just so I can spot when they are getting on top, when the momentum is really starting to swing in their favour. I tell you what, we're defending these, and all right so far. Come on, Shex. Shex, you've gone for a header like that. Come on now. All right, they're still on 12 shots. We've got a throw in. Oh, and some space. Come on. No, that's not the ball. I think you're offside. Why do, when you up the highlights, why do they start showing you all the offsides? I don't want to see those that much. Okay, this is where they've got loads of space there. And I still don't like it. But it does mean that we can double up on their wingers, I suppose. So, I mean, that's good. Oh, that's danger. That's danger. Oh, no. Patrick Peters. Forgive the language here, but dag nabbit. Only 22 minutes left as well. Terrible language, by the way. Apologise. Oh, no. I feel like the goalie's been beaten way too easily again there. By the way, let's just check. Goalkeeper dreads big games. No. Just rubbish. Liam Jones is playing well because of the goal, but Nathan Blissett not. Vince Harper not. Oh, Shackles. Oh, you. Okay, Kane Smith on. Shackelford's been booked. And, okay, Ryan Loft, the man, the myth, the legend, the goal-scoring machine, not for us, comes on. And we're going to go devil may care. I always say, you cannot throw caution to the wind more than going up to balanced. And we're doing it. Call me crazy if you will. We're going balanced against Charlton. The Charlton. And here we go. That's a terrible ball, but LJ's on. Oh, LJ. Just drive it, you man. Anita Dobson's running the show as well. Need to get tighter on Anita. Don't let him in again. To the keeper. Oh, Wakadina. I was going to say trust your keeper, but he has let in 2 soft goals, so maybe that's the smart play. We'll see. Oh, hello. Comes and claims one. Not seen him do that for a while.
Nice.
Come on then, Lofty. Get on the ball. Here we go. Oh, no. We're just being out-muscled a little bit by a better team right now. Here's Willie Nelson. Very old player, but so much experience. Anita Dobson. Come on, Willie. Give us the ball. Oh, no. Why do the goalies do that? Does that frustrate anybody else? That's going out of play. They catch it and then moonwalk for a corner. That gets me, that does. Here we go, though. We're on the charge. You've got no support. Just surrender the ball then. Yeah, probably best. Well, look, never mind with the momentum shifts. The momentum has shifted. And we need to try and wrestle the game back. So, Smithy, you don't even want to play on the right wing. You certainly don't want to play that far up. But come on your way, son. And... Vince Harper. For rabbit. Come on. Ben Basterfield, you're going to score, you believe. That's a long shot at this stage, I would say. Things are so drastic, I'm considering going positive. I'm even considering pushing the lines up. Look at this, control play. Lofty and Anita Dobson on the pitch at the same time. There's a nice 80s reference for you kids. Come on, Smithy, you're in. Oh, no. Terrible. Tell you what, centre halves are having a terrible game as well. And look at Okadina. No, dear. Okay. Look. Blaze of glory time here. Blaze of glory. Oh, my goodness. What are you? God, you lot have been busy. I think it only highlights for the person you're trying to... I think you could be right there, Jesse. I might have learned something. Craig, you're a mod on a different channel. I need to sort out mods one day. I'd imagine this is quite an easy thing to mod because it's just a group of rather fine gentlemen just kind of like pottering around on a Wednesday afternoon. I don't think there's any trouble. But Digi, start breaking legs. They can't play if they can't stand. Oh, and also, we can't win with 10 men, 9 men, 8 men. The name... hang on, Tallis. What do you mean, he? Like, hang on, let's explain something to the old man here. The name highlights for the person who is the target of the ads, but not for anybody else. Thank you. Ben, Craig, same. Luckily, in this chat, there's no annoying... Yet. But you saw Neil earlier mouthing off. Can you time out people on YouTube? Is that a thing? Isaac, your worry is when the defence get tired. What? Kind of like now? Like now, do you mean? And I've left them all on the pitch? Yeah, that's my worry too. Craig, that wasn't bad. That was terrible language, Craig. I don't pull out the dag nabbit unless something really bad has happened. But whoa, I felt it warranted there. Digi, that language, I know. You can't feel your toes. Neil, steady, you're not there to... I know, Neil, I've gone balanced. I'm thinking of going... I think I'm going positive. Be positive. Yes, positive. What an 80s reference. I liked that one. Anita Dobson and Lofty on the pitch at the same time. I like that one. Thank you, Craig. JM thoughts, no need. Neil, you were. Wait, no, you weren't born in the 80s. You were born in the 70s, weren't you? Blaze of glory time. Here we go. Ben, yeah, so Ben, you weren't born in the 80s, but Neil was born before the 80s. I'm fairly sure of that. Craig, don't need them if everyone behaves. No spam, no trolls. Yeah, we get off very lightly here. Neil, can I invite my bot friends? Yeah, bring them in, Neil. Bring them in. Mods can time out, and you have the power too. Ooh, what? So if Pokes arrives, I can time him out. Is that a thing? I might do it. Neil is young. Neil Young. See what you did there, JM? You crazy horse. You crazy horse. Another reference for the kids there. Right, this is FA Cup. Do we get a fourth substitution? We do. I don't want to use it on that. Isaac quite rightly says the defence are in all sorts, including McCourt. So let's sub him off. Let's do a little shuftying. Let's go. Brace yourselves. You won't have seen this before. Oh, that's a mid block right there. Still step up more. There's going to be more space now. It's gonna be. Do we? We might. Yes, we might. And yeah, go on. Go. There we go. Go for it. Here we go. There are no more attacking mentalities than positive. That's as high as it goes. And look, we've got a throw in, which we've wasted. And we're getting countered on. Okay. It's not a highlight for us at all. Never mind. Here's Fox. Boateng. What? You've got to win us the ball. Oh, McGlinchey. He's such a warrior, isn't he? Okay, here we go. Don't go long. Don't go long. Because we just keep returning the ball to them. The tempo. Oh, has he had the worst game imaginable here? Has he? Neil Bathgate, can you ban the channel host? I think I can, actually. Is this the third time we've been goalkeepered here? So that's running pretty wide. I would say his angles aren't quite right there for starters. But his angles definitely... Look, what is he doing? I mean, I understand in the match engine, they have to represent goalkeepers having poor positioning. But would a goalkeeper even of one be stood there? I mean, you saw the first goal. He was looking in the opposite direction to the ball. Oh, now he's realised. But I'm sure this hits his own nipple as it goes in. It does. It takes a deflection off his left nipple and it's in. I'm not sure he's even going for the ball with the right part of his anatomy here. And there you go. There's game over. The good news is we're an hour and 8 into the stream and, you know, we've nearly finished our first game. But, Neil, go defensive. You can still be effective. Well, a little bit late for that now. Craig, as long as you only time out and don't remove from the channel, isn't actually called a ban, but it basically is. Could do that. By the way, let me get my mouse cursor off the screen. I can't stand it when that happens. Go on, LJ. All right. Well, we got new people arriving, by the way. What are you rascals up to? Regular guy is in. Great to see you, Brian. Got no games in as well. Bit late today. So just going to sneak in at the back. Oh, no. Oh, no. What's this? Potential knee injury. Oh, they're the worst kind. If that's Cruciates. Oh, he's our playmaker. Oh, no. Oh, just have it, Charlton, now. Just have it. I've lost interest. Talis, did that keeper... the keeper. Ben, get a new keeper. Yeah. He is definitely... Oh, what have you done? I could do... Oh, right. Ignore it. He is definitely the weak link, the keeper. I mean, he is a real budget option. He should have been more to his left to cover the near post while being prepared. He should have. Yeah, he gets nowhere near the penalty either. They fixed the keepers. Yeah, Craig, you're right. They fixed them. Work perfectly now, they do. Wasn't a bad performance. No, we were in it, weren't we? At 60-odd minutes, we were in it. And I think that's encouraging. 4-1, I think, is a bit harsh. Their XG is not massive considering they've got a penalty in there. Although, I mean, 5-1 would be a bit of a kick in the chops, I think. Sometimes Brian wonders if the match engines decide to keep her out of position. And yeah, the game engine randomly... Yeah, I think you're right. They always say the animations are meant to be a representation of what's happening on the pitch, not what's actually happening on the pitch. I think it would be nice if it was actually what's happening on the pitch. Certainly help with my blood pressure. By the way, look at Neil saying it does at regular guy. Like Neil didn't already know that he could at people. Just playing it cool. Like I knew this all along. Come on, Neil. You learnt this when I learnt this, and well, we know it. Rook. Always a good day to blow out your knee a minute. Yeah, a minute before the final whistle. Our star midfielder as well. Star midfielder. It's nice to deflect from the poor players or the wrong tactics. What do you mean wrong tactics? There's no wrong tactics here. Nailed it today. We held Charlton for 60 minutes. Show me another manager in No, all right, don't. Ben, you could get Lee Camp. He's down around. I'll tell you, Lee Camp. Did he ever play for England, by the way? Is he better than Steve Ogrizovic? Got no game. Saw Dibble. Got no game. Dibble sitting there with a glass of whiskey and a cheeky cigar and a smile on his face thinking, yeah, not even I would have made those mistakes. By the way, got no game. Brace yourself. Brace your... what do we say here? Oh, I feel like there's no winners here. You did yourselves proud today. I'm not sure we did. But we were playing a good side. All right. Okay. They've handled that. Got no game. I'm going to show you something here that I think happened before you arrived. Dibble. We got dibbled. This is Dibble in disguise. Let me get into the... Got no game. Tell me that this isn't Dibble in a... Oh, God. It won't let me do it yet. Come on. Work for me now. Come on, Football Manager. Dibble in disguise here. Dibble in disguise. Brace yourselves. Brace yourselves. Here we go. Watch this. No danger. No danger. Ball in. Okay. Now let's just change this. How do we get in close? Director, there you go. Is he looking? By the way, just spin it on a bit. Oh, no, a little bit far. A little bit far. God, okay, explain that to me. There you go. There's your shot. There's your shot. Explain that to me. This player's just headed the ball and he's thinking, did someone just call my name? It's like he's got an order in at the kiosk and they just said, number 47. Oh, that's me. Like, we got a game going on here, son. Unbelievable. Ben Basterfield wants Llama out. I'm singing that myself. Sure, and I'm about as attacking as Moyes. I tell you what, Moyes is devil may care. I like to keep it tight. I don't know, Rook. You saw a balloon that Charlton had lost. I think you're right. What happened to the right back? Our numbers... Yeah, Okadina didn't have a good game. Okadina did not have a good... Always said Dibble was a trendsetter. I mean... He let in 3 goals that were as bad as this. One's gone in off his nipple. It was not good. Yeah, and you're right. Okadina. I tell you what, he's been a solid citizen this season, Okadina. All right, he's not. I think he's played well some games. Has his form gone off the edge of the cliff, by the way? Oh, look at that. Dirty, that. Look at this down here. He was walking on sunshine back here, but... Oh, no. All right, double chat then for you. So you can have yourself... it was a 5, so we'll go 2 weeks. And we're going to compound it. We're going to nick 2 weeks' wages off you, and we're going to beckon you over. And we're going to... Yeah, we're going to say that you're rubbish. That motivated him. He's not the only one that's had a stinker there, though, is he? Who else is getting fined? Can't find Heath, he's on loan. Ferguson, the club butler. What are we doing, son? Yeah, that was a wretched week's wages. What's your form like, by the way? Yeah, solid. Solid, occasionally cloudy. Can we save any more money? Shackleford, you can kiss your 275 quid goodbye. And I'm sure we can find Harper as well, can't we? Oh, yeah, we can. Where are we? Yeah, there we go. I tell you what, we might not get the replay at Charlton, but we got a mini money spinning week of fines. Is it harsh to fine Edwards when he went off injured? I've not clicked on him yet. His career could just have been ended. Do we? Yeah, let's fine him before we find out if his career's just ended, shall we? Oh, won't let me. Oh. I must have fined him in the game before. Okay, shall we see whether he still has a career as well? What do we got? 6 to 8 weeks. Oh, it's not a career ender, but yow. That's not good. That's not good. Craig, Andy Dibble. It's Christian Dibble, which I believe, Craig, is Andy Dibble's son. Big match issues and competitive streak. Who's that? Who's got the big match issues? I missed that. Don't fine players for blowing out their knee. Well, it wouldn't let me. I wanted to. Sean, fire the goalkeeper coach. I don't think we have one. All right, Sean, I'll let you decide. Do we fire the goalkeeping coach, who I think is me? Yeah. So I'm the goalkeeping coach. Maybe that's where we're going wrong. The rest of the coach is not too bad. Andy Holdsworth, doing all right. Good haircut, like it. Decent defensive coach, fairly professional. Doing all right. Yeah, it's the goalkeeping coach that is the issue, though. I can see that. By the way, doing a course, getting better, trying to learn my trade. Goalkeeper distribution 2, handling 1, shot stopping 1. But there's nobody else. Pesky Good to see you, young man. Pesky work meetings. What's the world coming to? Greeno, if I said that I've been streaming for an hour and 18 minutes and just finished my first game, would you believe me? We've also got a bit sidetracked, Greeno, with something that might be right up your Strasser. We're trying to pick our best ever English 11 who are eligible to play for England, have never played for another nation, and have never won a cap. And we've had some classics so far. We're thinking maybe Kevin Campbell up front with Daly and Atkinson, perhaps. We've got Billy Bonds in midfield. We've got Mark Noble, Kevin Nolan, all as options. We've got Mark Albright in there. Greeno, we're trying to stick with players who've actually retired. But we decided that Mark Albrighton is not going to get into the England squad at this stage of his career. So Greeno, yeah, you might be able to help out with that. What do we got here? Can you get any more coaching staff to help? I got an extra coach, Talis, in the summer. So this is me with one extra addition. I don't think they'll give us another. Ben, get a keeper before the next game. Well, do you know what? Before we get too harsh on young Will Henry, I know he's not great, but he's not been terrible this season. For a keeper, keepers don't get above 7s very often generally. 22 appearances. He's conceded 16 against a XG of... Let's just check that out, shall we? I'll just use my custom views here, courtesy of Mike. In the Manager C Discord, if you are interested. What do we want? Goalkeeper data. So he's dipped into the minuses. All right. 10 clean sheets. I don't think he's a write-off. He's certainly better than the backup, by the way. This guy came in and agreed to play for free, but communication of 3? I don't know. He's come from Gloucester. I think he must have a really thick Salty B accent, and nobody else can understand him. There's no harm in looking. I need no encouragement to look for new players, by the way. What should we do? A goalkeeper on loan. What do you got for me? What's that crossed out for? Oh, I thought that was Asmir Begovic there. Cool, I was going to say that'll be a keeper. Eccentricity of 1. Not great agility. Terrible, though. Played 4 games for Gosport and only conceded 12. So, that's strong. 3 a game. Quite an average rating of 7.22. He kept a clean sheet in one of them. God, how bad did the others go? How did he get above a 7? Anyway. What else we got going on in the chat? Rook doesn't even have a face. Exactly, Rook. How do you play people that don't even have a face? Very true. Talis, where can those view? Oh, Talis, hello. You're interested, are you? Talis, if you go into the Manager's Seat Discord, let me know if you're not a member. What's this, by the way? Benjamin Bessemer just super chatted. Benjamin Bessemer, that's very generous. By the way you know Digi is that you were both part of a club called Beardman FC. Beardman was a streamer on the Purple brand. I've heard of it. And the club was fantastic. It was pure joy. I've not heard of, not, I don't know what happened to my accent there. I've not heard of Beardman FC. Well, Beardman the streamer. But Benjamin Bessemer, thank you very much for your generosity. Goodness me. That's incredibly kind. On a Wednesday, no less, as well. Goodness me, thank you very much for that. Who else has joined us as well? So, yeah, Talis, if you go into the Manager's Seat Discord channel and head to the downloads folder, I think they're in there. I think. Otherwise, just at me in Discord, Talis. Or if you're in Discord, I think there's a way that you can just message me directly and I'll send them to you because they are a joy. Look, I mean, do you want a little guided tour, Talis, while we're at it? So look, if I was to just filter down my defenders here, and I'm not taking any credit for these, Mike gave them to me because Mike just does hero-like things. If I want to see how my defenders are doing stats-wise, I've got a little view, and it's a joy. In fact, the best one, I think, actually, is if I show you my midfielders, you can have a look at how your midfielders are doing defensively, but then this is beautiful as well. Have a look at how they're doing with their supporting kind of like assist creativity stats, which is superb. And then for your strikers, there's an attacking one as well. So, Talis, if you want any of that, shoot me a DM if you can't find it. Manager Seat Discord is too busy for. There's nearly 5,000 in there now, JM. It's a monster, absolute monster. But you meet some fabulous people in there. Greeno, Bonzo, more of a defender. Billy Bonds, you mean, than a midfielder, you would say. Is Carlo Cudicini eligible? I know they talked about it. Believed he qualified. Not called up by either England. I tell you what, we were with Steve Grizovic, Greeno, before. Carlo Cudicini versus Steve Grizovic. Sure, Digi and I chat, Benjamin. So I'm sure Digi will get into my DMs and tell me a little bit about the joy that was Beardman. Do they not stream anymore? Ben Bastfield, got to go now. Thank you for dropping by. Hopefully you will catch us soon. And Neil, what's this at? Thank you, Neil. Scratch and sniff. Barclays down over 7% today. HSBC down big today. Is this because of the banking crisis in America? What do they call that in economics? I should know. I teach it. The banks are all dependent on each other. They don't call it interdependence, do they? To look that up. 6 to 8 weeks. That's going to be. That's a blow. That's a blow. I'm not going to the press conference after that embarrassing performance. If that's the route, what about Casper Ankergren? I can't believe Casper Ankergren would get in before Carlo Cudicini, though. Surely. Sorry I'm late. What did you miss, Edwin? We've been streaming an hour and a half. You'd think you'd missed a lot. I think the chat will catch you up on the fact that you've not. I've actually played one game. We just got knocked out of the FA Cup to Charlton, who are 2 divisions above us. Love the way they're embracing their fines there as well. Thank you for that, Neil. Here we go. Look, I'll do some. There we go. Look. Oh. Scratch and Sniff has some magical powers because I can't remove them. Can't even put them in a timeout. Never mind. Scratch and Sniff is more important than I am, but thank you for your vigilance, Neil. Cudicini doesn't count. He was not eligible for England because FIFA statutes stipulate that the player needs to have a British passport. Tell you what, that's good. Tell you what, Craig. You know your research, don't you, Craig? I'm very impressed by that. At the time when he represented Italy at the under-16 Euros, he would have required 5 years of education in Britain before turning. What knowledge! Had a dinner appointment in town, Edwin. You don't need to apologise for that. I was just saying that you've missed absolutely nothing. Craig, come on. Don't reveal your sources. Edwin, very on brand. You did click like on the stream. You absolute hero, you. 21 likes. Thank you very much. Okay, let's continue. Oh, no. Oh, no. Did you see what I just saw? We're playing Dartford next. It's the big one. We could close the gap to 4 points at the top by beating Dartford. You probably don't want to bounce into that after a 4-1 spanking in the cup. Ah, a shame. A shame. We might only play 2 games in this entire stream, and they're both going to be very heavy defeats, but we're playing good teams. We're in decent form, honestly. And there's the FA Trophy, the thinking man's FA Cup. Do we want to play extra time? Yes, because we don't want replays. Replays are even worse than extra time. Oh, Dartford. Okay. And, we said we were going to have a little search for a goalkeeper, didn't we? And I didn't have a look at ones that might be free. So, we did the loan ones, and I think I got distracted. Danny Cullum. Can't see anything about yet. There's McCardle. No. What about a freebie, though? What do we got? Lachlan Robertson, I believe I've already had on trial. I have fully scouted, decided against him because of agility and balance. Joe Watkins. Agility of between 1 and 7. As a goalkeeper, don't think so. And Swanee. Anticipation. Nah, I don't think these are any better. Handling's good, kicking's good. Don't think he's any better though. And I think I might have had him on trial as well. Still suffering from the 7-goal battering. Oh, as a Leipzig, it was an absolute riot for Man City, wasn't it, Edwin? Oh, yeah, it was ugly viewing. The goal by... what do you mean why I fined him? You got a 5.8. No, just I'm not speaking to you. The goal by De Bruyne, Edwin, as well. I mean, that was a fine finish. I think Leipzig were ready for the dressing room by then, but goodness me, that was a good strike. I didn't know who to support in that game either. I'm not massive on your Red Bulls, because your Red Bulls stole my Metro Stars over in America. No shame in conceding 7 to City. Bournemouth have done something similar, haven't they? And then again, my Birmingham side conceded. How many did we lose to Bournemouth, do Greeno? Did we lose 8-1? Was that the game that led us to sack Zola? Golfing quality, yeah, and you're going to get some of your players picked off at the end of the season, I think, aren't you? I can't imagine Vardiol's going to stay for too much longer. Szoboszlai, I'd have thought, might have visions of moving on. So he might have a bit of a rebuild. You've let Tyler Adams go to Leeds, and I don't know, my kids tell me, has Nkunku agreed a move already? I know I've heard he's linked with Chelsea. Here we go, game day. Dartford. Tricky one, this as well. Away to Dartford. We're down to 3rd. Dover. Oh, Dover have got a game in hand as well. By the way, does Paul Simpson count? Which Paul Simpson are we talking here? Paul Simpson was also the England under-21 manager, or was there another Paul Simpson that played for Derby? You lost 8-0. Even to Kelleranti got a couple. Yeah, not great. And Nkunku signed a renewal at the beginning of the season. Oh, okay. My kids were telling me that he signed a pre kind of transfer deal to go to Chelsea in the summer. But I don't know. They get some dodgy information, my kids. Okay, we're going to be without our best player. So we're going to have to bring in the Moody Blues. You brace yourself. Doesn't have a face. which probably means he's not that old in real life, I would imagine. Current Carlisle manager. That's it. That's the one. Oh, he was ex-Derby, was he? What about Prem winger Danny Simpson? Who's Danny Simpson? Danny Simpson played for Man United. I can't remember Danny Simpson. Was that a Man United player? Right back? Or am I making things up? Okay. Let's get all these cup subs off. And we need a midfielder for the bench. So that's going to be you. And, no, hang on. Don't we have a fifth substitute? Do we have a fifth? Sure we have a fifth. Have I taken too many out? Levi Amanchi? No. Where's Ryan Loft gone? What have I done here? Oh, I've not put attackers on. There we go. Okay. Do we give them a chance to redeem themselves, or do we freshen things up? I think we freshen things up at left back, certainly. I think we freshen things up at right back, certainly. And then... well, we've already brought Moody into the midfield. Let's go with that. This, by the way, this is a bit of a big game. And I'm not sure how we're feeling about this after that 4-1 defeat. Big game here. Dartford away. If we could win this, we are looking good for second spot in the league then. And we might even be putting a bit of pressure on Dartford and just trying to encourage them to collapse. We lose, title's gone, and we're only halfway through the season. Let's keep our run going. No, I want to see a marked improvement. There you go. That's what we're after. And let's check we're on a suitable highlights package. Whoa. Hold on, we're on director. Let's get back off that. Sideline, perfect. Extended, perfect. Here we go. We are underway. I don't know whether you believe or not. I don't know. I do, personally. I lie, I don't. They've got Starbucks in midfield. He's a hot player, by the way. Early highlight. Jason Statham. Not James Hetfield. There's Starbucks in midfield as well. Oh. His name's on the cup. His name's on the cup. Starbucks. Oh no, he's dropped another one. Oh, Henry. He didn't hoover that one up. Goodness me. Starbucks name's on the cup. I like that one. Harrop. Away. Here we go. Come on, Smithy. Away. Okay. Shaky start. Very shaky start to the game. We're not panicking. I'm not panicking. You might be panicking. Cool as the proverbial over here. Not had a shot in the opening 12 minutes. I'm okay. They've only had that one that the goalkeeper nearly spilt into his own net. I'm not panicking. We've had an effort. Lapsley's injured. That can only be a good thing. Get him off. We've won it. Oh, Moody. Tempestuous little challenge. Smithy. Go on then. Hit the winger. Now deliver, Shex. Deliver. Don't go for goal. Just deliver. Oh, come on. Oh, Blissett's giving it the little shuffle. Like he did last summer there. He's giving it the twist. Shex, I don't think played this perfectly, to be fair. He's done well to get onto that. He's bullied James Hatfield. And he's popped it past the keeper. Take it. Take it. 1-0 up, top of the table. Oh. Early game, though. Early game. I take this at half-time. I take this at full-time. Nice, quiet game as well. Hardly any shots. Could do with a second, I think. Could do with a second. Now they've had 4 shots, 2 on target. They're coming at us. Brace yourselves. Half-time's in. Blow up, ref. Half-time. Ooh. All right. That's good. That's good. Danny Simpson. Won the league with Leicester. Starting right back. Now I remember, yeah. Started with Man United, went to Newcastle, won the Prem with Leicester, then played for Antwerp. For all our Belgian friends. Nice. Uncapped Englanders. Jimmy Case has been mentioned. Yeah, Jimmy Case. What skin am I using? I don't even know its name. It's like the space one, but it's got a funny name. WTC5, something like that. It's quite nice. I like it. Okay. Team talk is not even a hint of complacency. I don't even want to sniff it. LJ playing poorly. Kane Smith not doing great. Goalkeeper's pulling a 7 somehow. I'm not sure. Seems to be unaffected, but he's had a knock, has he? One to keep an eye on. Lofty could come on. By the way, Isaac, there's your 2 centre halves. Look at Ferguson already. He spent all weekend as a butler and he's come in and he's tired. Might have to bring on the corner. All right, we're doing all right so far. Struggling to adjust to FM23. Maybe a new skin might... You never know. Try some out. There's some lovely ones out there. Starbucks. Mabetti. David Howells. David Howells, did he ever play for England? I think he did. By the way, did we decide whether Gary Parker had or not? I know he's probably not good enough to get in, but what about Steve Guppy on the left wing? Did he ever play for England? He played for Leicester and Celtic. Go on, Smithy, drive. Go on, you've got men over there. Go on. Come on, LJ. Go on, oh, you've gone so wide, LJ. Pull the trigger. Do you remember at the start of the season when he was lashing those home? That was a good shot. Oh, no. Oh, Ferguson. Come on, then. We can break here. Play it right, Shex. We're off. Oh, no. What are you doing? Now we've got to win it back again. Jason Statham. Starbucks. One on every corner. Jason Statham's running the show back there. I like to let the centre-backs have the ball, but this is one of Britain's best hard-man actors we're talking about here. Good closing down. Jason McAteer. God, how old is he? Shoot from there. Shoot from there. We're all right. We'll take those. We'll take those. That's okay. All right. We're getting towards tired time now. Ferguson could need to come off. A lot of the play is with them at the back as well, isn't it? And they've run off the backers again. Okay, I recorded a video about this very thing this morning for the manager's seat, and I've just seen it. A ball over the top. And the problem is not the ball over the top. It's that they had oodles of time to play the ball over the top. So we try this. We go diddly diddly dee. D, 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 D. And are they playing a DM? They are. It's Starbucks. I said Starbucks is running the show. So you go and do that. Sit on Starbucks. Stop Starbucks getting time on the ball. LJ is having an absolute nightmare. So Lofty can come on. And the other thing we do is that and that. Make the pitch nice and small. And let's win that ball back in the midfield. This is very early to be doing this, by the way. 63 minutes. Oh, LJ, just leave now. Harrop, get it away. Close it down. Get it away. Oh, that's wretched. Okay, they are throwing the proverbial kitchen sink at us here. Here we go, though. We got a throw in, which we've wasted. Jason McAteer's after it. They've hacked it away. Come on, we can mop this up. Come on then, Ferguson. Oh, no. This is not our highlight. Okay. But hopefully there's less space for them to play in midfield now. So these centre-backs might play long balls forward, but hopefully not that DM. So you play it, but hopefully we'll win it because it's not a very good ball and you've just punted it. Jason Statham. We want to get closer on those midfielders. That's what we want to do. Which, by the way, they seem to have two of. There's Starbucks. The player we've assigned to sit on him wasn't anywhere near him. And, oh, God, they're just manoeuvring all the way up the pitch. Oh, they've hit the bar. Oh, good Lord. Oh, it's all getting a bit ragged. Jason McAteer, Harrop, Moody, that's terrible. Rabbit, that's terrible. Oh, okay. Goodness me. What's happening here? Uncapped Englanders. Oh, yeah, we've done Jimmy Case. You use that skin too. That's the one. WTCS5. That's the badger. That's what I'm using. Sean Hammond. Can't help myself. I just like to tinker. Sean. You bumped into Gary Parker at a luggage carousel. That's where Gary Parker hangs out these days. On your way back from holiday in Greece, you were staying at the same hotel as Wayne Allison. Is that Bristol City? Rook, why are you sending one of your players to Starbucks? Desperate. He's desperate for a non-fat frappuccino. We are still getting absolutely overrun here. What are these people up to? They've got 2 DMs. That is a problem. And they've got an AM. That is a problem. They are running the midfield. So you need to do that, and you need to mark the other DM. So him. Really go and sit on them, and you need to take responsibility for Jason McAteer. Can we try and tighten that up in midfield now? And then maybe get another on the counter. Because we're ahead on the XG, but they are threatening now. The highlights have dried up a little now, though. He says, as they get a highlight. But it's a set play. And Shackelford, you're off. And you've got men with you. Play it now. What was their defender doing there, by the way? We'll look at that if this leads to a goal. Inside. Oh, Shackelford. Oh, by the way, what has their defender done decision-wise here? What is that about? Okay, this is the man here. So you got 2 men running at you here, son. No, yeah, you don't do that though, do you? You just don't do that. I mean, you've got to go and engage the man on the ball. I don't know why I'm trying to solve their defensive problems here, but I don't think that's the right thing to do. You go to the ball. Where are you going? To the ref? And then you think, no, I'll go back the other way. It's like he was running for a bus and he missed it. Shackelford should have played that ball inside, by the way. Should have played it inside. Goodness me. Okay. So, I was going to say 80 minutes we start time wasting. We've not got there. Away. And Harps. Oh, come on, Harps. Oh. That's a hammer blow. And it's from a set play as well. And I do not like conceding from set plays.
Do I not like that? So go.
Okay. All right. I'm going to say a draw, whilst it would keep morale up, is not ideal. So let's go back to the 4-4-2. Let's get you back as the target forward. I mean, the wingers, just terrible. Absolutely terrible. What a miserable day for the wingers. Okay, try that. And I mean, God, you've not done any better, have you? And Kane Smith, oh good Lord. I mean, that's terrible, but you're more fit than these players are, so let's try Okadina in the centre of defence because he's quick. Come on. We need a goal now. We need a goal. And here it comes. We've got some terrible performances, including Shackelford. And it's Lofty. He didn't even jump. Shackelford will not win that in the air. And it's gone out for a throw-in. Is that really a highlight? That looked terrible. Is there anything we can do? Okay. Come on. We're still ahead on the XG. And we're in. Lofty. You're out of ideas there. Didn't have anything in front of you, did you? McCourt, can you... Come on, play in a deep ball. That's the one, Lofty. Oh, that was a good header. Oh, I thought we were in there. Coming back into it. Injury time, though. Injury time. Game's getting away. Getting away. One last chance. That's another poor throw. Go on, hit it, Glinch. Or Shex. Nobody. Oh! Ah! Oh, look, that was a decent performance, to be honest. Midfield-wise, though, that's barren. Absolutely barren. Yeah. Didn't play well there. What do we do there? Let's keep morale up. Much against my better judgment. Let's be nice to them. Let's keep morale up. How's that leave? I think we're down in third. I mean, we're in this. We are competing for the playoffs. 5 points clear of Chelmsford, I believe. So that's not bad. Let's look at the full table. But 10 points behind now. 10 points. That's too big. We got a game in hand. I guess we could cut that to 7. Could have been 5, though. We've only lost twice this season. It's those draws again. Too many draws. Not bad. I mean, look at that. That's a great stream, isn't it? We come back. We stream for 2 hours. The Mad Scientist, by the way, is in. Great to see you. We streamed for 2 hours here, Mad. And we've played 2 matches. We lost 4-1 in the Cup to Charlton. And we've just drawn against top of the table. By the way, look at their attendances. Oh, they must be rolling in money. 2 games in a stream. All right, it's just unconventional. But, you know, we were having lots of fun building our team, weren't we? And I might knock up a little graphic because I think we came up with some good players there. And we'll finish that off when I see you on Friday. Friday is, of course, the last stream of the week. We're going to have a little bit of a different schedule next week as well, by the way. This will put the cat amongst the pigeons. Rather than Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it's going to be Monday, Tuesday, Friday in a novel twist of events next week. And I think by Friday stream, we might be looking at potentially deciding whether we're in the playoffs or not. If we're going to have a little sticky run-off stream, could be another disappointing campaign. If we do all right, we could come back on Friday and be really pushing for the playoffs. And you never know, Monday stream could be a playoff party. We will see about that. Thank you for everybody that's jumped in the chat today. Thank you for all of your help with composing England's best ever 11 that are yet uncapped. And we are going to see you on Friday. And we're going to hope that our form is strong and that we get through more games than we have done today. I'll see you then.